Everyone thinks Greece is financial collapse happened because of lazy workers and bad math. But that story is convenient and completely wrong, because this crisis didn't just happen. It was engineered. And the truth is way uglier than you think. And yes, it gets worse. Imagine waking up in a country where your money still exists, but you're not allowed to touch it. Banks were collapsing faster than people could panic. ATMs turned into tourist attractions, except nobody was laughing. Money was evaporating like it had a personal grudge against Greece. Even economists were panicking. Which is rare, because they're usually confused, not scared. Here's the official story. They told the world. Greece borrowed too much, spent irresponsibly. And finally ran out of money. So when banks closed and ATMs were capped at €60 per day, they said this was a painful but necessary consequence. Except that version leaves out something important, something very convenient. Because Greece didn't just collapse. It was pushed. Because here's the part they never mention. Behind the scenes, European banks were drowning in Greek debt. French banks, German banks, massive institutions that gambled recklessly and lost. But instead of letting those banks fail, governments did something incredible. They transferred the risk onto Greece. This wasn't a bailout for Greece. It was a bailout using Greece. Private bank losses became public debt, and suddenly, an entire country was holding the bill. It's like crashing someone else's car. And handing them the repair invoice. But the craziest part is still coming, because this next detail changes everything. Once trust disappeared, everything spiraled. Rumors spread, people rushed the banks. And overnight, the government froze withdrawals. Small warnings became denial. Denial became panic. And panic became total financial paralysis. Businesses couldn't pay suppliers. Hospitals struggled to buy medicine. People stood in line for hours just to access their own money. Some economists still argue this wasn't a crisis at all, but a slow-motion robbery wearing a legal costume. This was the moment investors realized they were trapped. This was when markets froze. This was when Europe held its breath. ATMs blinking. Lines stretching down streets. And silence where confidence used to live. If money could scream, this is the moment it would have lost its voice. But here's the detail everyone ignores, and it still affects you today. People think the crisis ended when banks reopened. It didn't. Wages never recovered. Young people left the country. Public trust collapsed permanently. And the rules written during Greece's crisis, they're still shaping Europe's economy right now. Your cost of living. Your rent. Your job security. Yeah, decisions made back then are still quietly billing you. This crisis teaches one brutal lesson.